So I would say that our problem begins with the slavery. From slavery to colonization, where we are exposed to foreign cultures, foreign values. Not just being exposed. It's not as if we were exposed by will for us to adapt those values or cultures. This aspect of coercion, forcing you, because originally the Africa I know before, they are very hospitable, they are very warm, and I'm sure that they welcome the whites or their foreigners as guests, and those guys took advantage of that to suppress them, oppress them, dehumanize them, de-identify them. When I mean the identification, the kind of names we answer today, even the so-called Henry I answer, of course, is intergenerational. When people, they start asking, first, most of them taken away, they were the names we are taking off, they were given other names, so that they could not link their history, back to where they had origin. So all these things we are clear-cut, masterminded strategies, okay, by the foreigners. Now, the point I want to make here is that at that point, they were fully dehumanized. Dehumanizing means removing what makes you a human being from you.
Wow. Okay.
You virtually be like an animal.
Wow.
When you see certain kind of treatments they received, in their mindset, their self-esteem, were completely dashed. So when they remove that makes you feel like a human being, you start feeling like you're an animal, that you're worth nothing. Then the de-identification, like I mentioned, removing your name, your origin, and your everything, and they are now forced to believe that the standards of their foreigners is the standard of life. So until you become like your masters, that's when you now be treated like a human being, because their masters were served with golden cups, silver, treated well, given better seats, while they were the one carrying their masters. So at a point where you earn your freedom, you are made to believe that you can only receive your freedom from your masters. So you're not free as a human being. And the one I'm telling you, from the time it started, it passed to one generation to the other. Within themselves, after going through this kind of treatment and passing these children, seeing that kind of children and that kind of treatment, and they grew up to become parents and they now nurture their own. So it's intergenerational. At a point, we lost all our self-esteem. Just believe that it's only what our masters. That is why you can see. Sorry to say, I always apologize to my female folks when I make this statement. That up to now, when you see this kind of long hair, weave on, whatever, that is somebody else's natural hair. That's what most of our women. And they've completely reset our sense of beauty. That until you have that kind of long hair, you're not beautiful. Until you rub cream to the skin or the complex your color to become white. I know those days now, when you give birth to a fair baby, you say, oh, this baby is very beautiful. This and that. But if that baby is too black, you just want, where does one come from? All this sense of beauty. Our education, our union, or what I call the marriage, you see the wedding, the white wedding stuff. So we've completely removed everything that makes us. We should have found pride in. We are now believe. Now, why I'm taking you back to this little history and this process is just to know at that point, when you see leaders now believing, that is when you destroy your own home and loot your own family, you're looting your own house and your own family, and taking it to go and support your master's family, then you are doing well.